Hey everybody, it's Chili Beans here. Welcome. And today I'm going to do a video about what to do when your kids get sick. And I'm thinking sick as in like fever, not like low energy, like that type of thing. Even throwing up, like stuff like that. So I've been a single mom for like around 9 years, and I've been doing this all myself. And I've had some support here and there, but ultimately it's all me. So I have learned a lot through this time, and I've learned, as far as being sick goes, what's like doctor worthy and what I can take care of at home. So I thought I'd pass on that information. My kiddo got sick the other day, and it was just, it's just, you just have to stop all your gears and deal with that for the day. You just have to kind of just surrender to having the fact that all your plans and ideas have to just stop, and you gotta take care of your sick kid. So subscribe to my channel if you'd like. There's lots of different things that I have on there, all about our life together as a family, and how to take care of myself, and how to take care of your kids, and a lot of different cool things on there, so check that out. And then if you like my video, feel free to give me a thumbs up, because that always is awesome. And make sure to check the links below too, because there might be some good information that will help you on your journey as well to independence and financial freedom, because that's what I am moving towards and focusing on, as well as other things, of course. But yeah, so anyway, well, welcome, and let's just start right up. So your kid's sick, right? Like, how do you know? Like, the fever is a great way to tell. So I always like, if their energy is low and they're just like fussy and tired, I just, what I do first is just take their temperature with my hand, and I can usually tell if they're warm, and that's taken some time to learn that. But yeah, just take their temperature with your hand first, just so you can know, and then obviously you want to grab a thermometer. So a thermometer is a really crucial thing to have. We always do it under the armpit. That's the most comfortable way of doing it. And then if it's if there's no fever, usually it's at like 97-ish, and you always added 1 degree if you do under the arm. So if it's at like 98.5, it's actually 99.5, which means it's a very slight fever. So basically, if you feel like your kid's getting sick, take the thermometer out, check the temperature wherever you want, but under the arm is the easiest. They actually like to do that. And then if they have a fever, remember what time, like check the time, know what time it was, like you want to know when it started happening and all that stuff. Some people like to write it down, like when it started, just to have a record of it. But don't panic. You don't have to like take them into the doctor straight away or anything. Just be like, okay, my kid's sick, let's make sure I focus on that today. So you want to just have a comfortable place for them to be. Like when you're sick, you're tired, and you just want to just lay there a lot of times, especially when you have a fever and stuff like that. You just want to lay down. Like if their energy is low, make a comfortable place for them to be. And they probably don't want to be all alone for the whole day and stuff. Like if you're downstairs, maybe you can make a place downstairs for them to be, or if you're going to be working upstairs in your room or whatever, I'm just going to ignore that one because I already know that. If you're upstairs in your room getting work done, then make a place for them on your bed or whatever it is. But just make a nice, comfortable place for them that's not too isolated. And I'm specifically mostly talking about younger kids, like under the age of 10. But, it can work forever. Come on, Win. So just make a comfortable place for them. Make sure it's nice to get some extra, some fresh air from the outside. So you can crack your window depending on the temperature. Like you can make it wider, or just fresh air is important. You can get a humidifier. Those are really nice. I don't actually have one of those, but those are really nice, the humidifiers. You can even put some essential oils in there and stuff. Or I have essential oil diffuser, and you can add like certain oils that would help with feeling better into that as well. So that's like kind of the room. And then you want, like sometimes if you have a fever, you get really hot and really cold. So you want to have like just blankets as options, like just make sure they're comfortable, you know what I mean? Like I always get a water bottle and make sure it's filled up and make sure that they always have water when they need it. And you just really gotta be available for them ultimately. Like my kid was sick the other day and like she just really appreciated having me put my hand on her belly. Like she just like really just liked it when I would rub her belly because she had like the throw up bug, which was a bummer and stuff like that.
Here's your note.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. So just make sure they're comfortable, you know, like it doesn't have to be all extravagant or anything, but yeah, and like as far as like what they can actually do during the day, like, you know, that's your call, of course, but like I don't like to have my kids like on screens. That's definitely not a good thing. I'll let them watch TV for part of the day, you know, because but at the same time it's good to turn the TV off and just let them like sleep too. Other ideas you can do for your kiddos is like you could have drawing pads, or they could just look at books quietly. Or you could put on an audiobook on your phone and like have a speaker and they can listen to an audiobook as they just rest, you know. Or if you think they need to go to sleep, you could put like a YouTube video of like sleep affirmations or meditations or different things like that that are really mellow and calm. Just kind of set the mood for them to like just be mellow, you know. And just be available for them. It's really important is just to be available for them and just check in a lot, you know, like, how's it going, you know. They think love and attention can really help heal them as well, just on some level. And also, if you need to record, like, take their temperature every, like, couple hours or so, you know. Just kind of monitor things, make sure things are okay. And for me, like, the temperature, my kids usually don't get fevers above 101. 102 is, like, the highest that they've kind of gotten for a while that I've been okay with. If it gets up to, like, 103, I really would have extra caution and awareness about the situation, because that starts to get pretty intense, like 103. Like, you really gotta... That's like a warning, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta be careful. So, for me, when I go to the doctor, we don't go to the doctor very often. This is my personal opinion. I just don't go to the doctor very often. I think that's like the last thing you want to do as a sick kid is get in the car and go to a doctor's office and wait there and be around other sick people. And I just don't find it necessary. I also don't really do medication much. Like, I don't do fever reducers. I don't do cough medicine. I just let them kind of just burl it out, and I try to use as many natural remedies as I can. And I don't know, I feel like when the body has a fever or when your body's sick, like it's trying to like, the immune system, it's like the immune system versus the virus or the bacteria. And I think it's really healthy for kids' immune systems to be able to fight that out. And I mean, it will win. That's like how it goes, you know, ultimately. But you just have to watch it. But I mean, like, that's what is normal. And then the immune system grows. And so that can help them, you know, have a stronger immune system, which is a wonderful thing. So yeah, just don't force drinks. Don't force foods. Like, a lot of times when you're sick, oh, Winston. A lot of times when you're sick, you don't want to eat anything, you know, for a day. You're going to have to wait for like a day or something like that. Like, don't force it. Have it available, but don't force it. Like, water, you kind of do want to force because you have to make sure your kid stays hydrated, and that's really important. And you could even put like a little pinch of salt so that they can barely taste it, just to have like that extra thing in there. Other ideas about what to have available for sick kids. Okay, I have a whole list here. And so basically the idea is bland. Like, when you're sick, especially if you've been throwing up or even if you have a fever, like, you just don't want a lot of like flavor. So bland foods. They have, like, of course, the brat diet, which is bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. And those are all great things that help your body, kind of. But I also thought of like just like corn chips for me could help. Just like different fruits maybe that are mellow, like watermelon is one of our favorites. like maybe some like a little bit like like juices, like not too high sugar. You don't want juices that have a bunch of food coloring in it and sugar though. You want like juices that are as natural as possible, because the sugar and all that depletes the immune system, and so you want to be careful. Other things like broth and soup, like chicken noodle soup, of course, is a go-to, right? Or even just chicken broth, you know. They have that bone broth, which is really great, and so even to heat up a little bit of that and drink it like tea. And the next one is tea with honey. Like honey is a really great healer as well, so that's always a good way to get down. Just really plain crackers like saltines or whatever it is. They have the emergency packets. You know, my kids don't like those, but maybe you alls would. Like, or you just make them drink it, like just glug, 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 you know. Yeah, those little packs that you put in water and they're a little bit fizzy, and I mean, they're good. Gatorade and like Sprite, I don't know. I had those growing up, but they have a lot of sugar and a lot of like artificial type of stuff in there, and I really wouldn't recommend them. Although, yeah, I don't know. It's an option, but not the best one. There's even like honey sticks, which is a great way to get that honey in their bodies, which is like I don't know if it's antibacterial or antiviral or both. I'm not sure, but honey definitely is a good method of healing. So yeah, and then honestly, if being a single mom can be hard because you're like stuck at home, you know, and all of a sudden you have your kids home and you don't really want to take them to the store to get all these supplies. So a lot of those things you can have on hand. Like I have like a medical basket type of thing where you can stick the crackers, you can stick like the honey sticks, the tea, like the chips, unopened things like that. You can just have that as a stash. The broth, like you can have that as a stash that if your kid gets sick, it happens so fast sometimes, you have some supplies because it can be hard to go to the store when you have a sick kid at home. So yeah, I would just say, you know, just monitor the symptoms, write it down if you need to, that's totally fine. Know that kids have a good immune system and their bodies are just fighting off a thing. There's no need to panic. And like if you do need to go to the store, a couple things too, like I've had to go to the store, like sometimes, one time I was sick, and I was like, I was sick for like days, and it was so hard, and I like needed to get my kids some food, so what I did was, I did the whole Walmart pickup thing, which is really nice, because there's like lots of separation, and I don't have to fear getting anyone else sick, because I'm like in the front seat, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, so you can just go online and do the whole Walmart pickup thing, or Safeway, or King Soopers, or whatever it is, like that's a really good option to get supplies. I mean, and then if you really need something from the store and it's really difficult to get there, like ask your neighbor, you know, ask a friend, ask a relative that's close by. Like you can just ask people to help you out, and people will, because people get it, dude. Like it's hard to be sick, and it's hard to have your kids be sick, and so yeah, if you need help, just ask for it. You know, people are willing to help. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was informative for you, and I hope that can help you have peace if your kid gets sick, because it's never like a nice thing to have to drop everything and have a different focus for the day, but I think it's really important that we all learn to just not freak out and just, you know, it happens. It's part of life sometimes, and it's actually, you know, it actually helps strengthen their immune system. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment below, and I'm sure there's other things that I could have added that you have more wisdom about. So yeah, give me a comment. Let's have a conversation about it. Like, give me a thumbs up if you like my video, and I hope you and all of your kids and all of your friends, I wish you all the best health and happiness too. So yeah, follow me up. I got some more videos coming out, and I appreciate you all for watching. So take care. Bye. You want to say bye, Winston? Do you want to say bye? Yeah. Okay. Bye.